Dumela. Welcome back to Tswana class. That's Jen. Today we'll be learning about. Let's change the sliding. Ish, bad. That's better. Today we are going to learn about the two different Setswanas. Mainly Setswana from South Africa and Setswana from Botswana. One thing that I've noticed, because it's been like a whole political month out there in Botswana, so SABC is out there just also broadcasting the news to South African audience. So what I've noticed is that South Africans, when they say Botswana, they don't say Botswana as I do. So I think that's a telltale. I mean, something that I noticed during the news thing. Maybe some, not all of them, obviously, but I feel like from what I've seen, they South Africans, Botswana people don't say Botswana. They say Botswana, Botswana. So if you are like a Botswana, tell me if you have noticed the difference. They say Botswana. It's a different kind of bo that they make that sounds different from Botswana. It's not Botswana, it's Botswana. Botswana. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, let's see if this video, I'm going to be reacting to a video like also / teaching you guys on the difference and this interviews between a Botswana television presenter with a South African politician and they are speaking in Setswana, which is something super rare. Because mainly, I think most of the time when people from South Africa are doing interviews in Botswana, even though they speak Setswana from South Africa, I don't know if it's because there's like some differences here and there, so they end up just using English. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it. Okay, let's see.
gone ga mo lebaleng le go la metshameko jaaka re tsweletse ka go buisana le bangwe balaledi ba tlotla ba ba setseng ba tsile gone ga mme gompieno ke na le mongwe molaledi wa tlotla o ne a tsile go e leng re Mmusi Maimane o tla mo gakola go kila nna moeteledipele wa diphati.
So he's basically saying I have there are so many guests of honors or honored guests that came to celebrate. This was the president's inauguration, if you can read there. So a lot of people were invited. So he's just saying that, and then he's saying, right now I'm sitting next to another honorable guest.
Thank you so much for joining us here on BTV News. Letsatsi le ra eng go sa go ja mo kgaolo ya Africa la go ikanisiwa ga re Tautana Dumaboko.
No, go itumedisa ebile ke batla ke congratulate re Dumaboko Tautona ya mo lapeng mo ebile re itse re a continent ya Africa e bontshe ebile se se diragetseng fa gompieno se a bontsha gore democracy e a bereka ke lebogisa ka mokgo re Masisi former president a tsereng ka teng a bontsha batho gore
there's something he said there that a Motswana from Botswana will say it differently. Let's see. He's so far the first things that he said, they are. Let me take it back a little bit. Let's see, because there. Let's see.
Letsatsi le ra eng go sa go ja mo kgaolo ya Africa la go ikanisiwa ga re Tautana Dumaboko.
No, go itumedisa ebile ke batla ke congratulate re Dumaboko Tautona ya mo lapeng mo ebile re itse re a continent ya Africa e bontshe
yeah I think because South African Setswana is taught in university level, so they end up like using some English words that are I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, there are some words like they will say president, if I'm not mistaken, in Setswana, South African Setswana. If I'm wrong, please don't come for me, okay? I am, yeah. But there are a few words that when he just kind of run to English to just kind of like, get rid of that part and just move on. So let me take it back a little bit. This video is gonna be. Oh, he said continente. He just said that in a Setswana way. It's not like an English continent. He's just saying like I would like the African continent to learn from this, but he said continente, which is something that you won't hear a Botswana from Botswana saying, unless maybe they stayed a little while in South Africa. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know that there are lots of people from Botswana who are watching this channel, so.
Ragetseng fa gompieno se a bontsha gore democracy e a bereka ke lebogisa ka mokgo re Masisi
Yeah, he said ke lebogisa. I mean, I'm sure like it depends. Yeah, some people will say that from Botswana ke lebogisa or ke lebogela. Maybe I should add a text here so that we understand what I'm talking about. Font size, let's say 75. Okay. Hold on. Let's write that in green or yellow. Green, yellow. Let's write that in yellow. Let's write this in green. Okay. I'm just gonna add text here. Let's see. All right, there we go. That hello looks weird. He said, "Ke lebogisa." Let's read the caps. Lebogisa. Lebogisa. This is what he said. Like I thank or I'm thankful for the former president Mokgweetsi Masisi. But a Motswana from Botswana would choose to say it ke lebogela. Yeah, basically the same thing. But I mean, I guess I'm just nitpicking here. All right, let's move on.
Former president a tsereng ka teng a bontsha batho gore ga go tswa go dipholong.
Oh, like I said, he said presidente.
Ga go tswa go dipholong go thona go tswelele pele go nne le diphetogo go sa nne le ntwa go kgogisana go itumedisa gape go bona gore baetapele ba bantšhwa mo Afrika Borwa ba isa Africa.
Maybe he's not speaking in Tswana, but yeah, I think this is a Tswana language that he's using. He said baetapele, leaders. This is how you say it, I guess, in Tswana from South Africa. Baetapele. It's basically the same thing, but it's different when it like you say it differently when you are speaking Tswana from Botswana. Like I'm saying, please correct me if I'm wrong. But okay, he said baetapele, but people from Botswana will choose to say it like this. Baeteledipele. Now that I think about it, I think South African Tswana is just made simple. This is longer. Okay, that's even wrong. Baeteledipele. It's even longer than I had thought. Baeteledipele. Okay, maybe I can translate that. What did he say about leaders?
Mo Afrika Borwa ba isa Africa go pele ibile ke are congratulations go batho ba Botswana ibile ke are a re berekisane mmogo re tsweletse pele ra ga Africa e bo botle re tla ikganyang ka yone.
Lona go ngwe le go Afrika Borwa, did you ever think this thing will ever happen in
Wait.
Ba isa Africa
Okay.
go pele
Let's just
ibile
forget
ke are congratulations go batho ba Botswana ibile ke are a re berekisane mmogo re tsweletse pele ra ga Africa e bo botle re tla ikganyang ka yone.
Lona go ngwe le go Afrika Borwa, did you ever think this thing will ever happen in Botswana, especially after?
Okay, here is another thing that he said.
Lona go ngwe le go Afrika.
Ke are congratulations go batho ba Botswana ibile ke are a re berekisane mmogo re tsweletse pele ra ga Africa e bo botle re
Africa e bobotle. Africa e. Oh, let me just write the word he said. Bobotle. That's how you write it in South. If you're from South Africa, I know, Mr. SJ. Help me in the comment section, okay? If there's like confusion that you see, please teach me. Bobotle. Like this is how you say it, I guess, in South African Tswana, which I also understand what he is saying, or maybe just like he misspoke there, but let me take it back again, because let me hear how he would say it.
Ibile ke a re berekisane mmogo re tsweletse pele ra ga Africa e re tla e bobotle re tla ikganyang ka yone.
Africa almond. I think in Botswana, from Botswana you say Africa almond. But I guess that's a I guess this is because he's saying continent there, so it makes sense that he will say bobo. Like he's not saying Africa as, it's kind of like saying Africa as a plural. I don't know. But in Setswana from Botswana you say Africa is like a singular thing. That's why you say all month. Africa all month is just like a singular thing. But maybe this one I'm wrong. I don't know. I had initially thought I was going to say something important about this part, but I forgot.
Did you ever think this thing will ever happen in Botswana, especially after a 50 years rule?
No, and we must get past liberation.
Even to say like this is an issue that I've been saying, right? I mean, people from Botswana love South African Tswana. Like, it's just kind of like, also like if you understand, you're going to feel proud. Like, yo, I got it. I get it. I remember when I worked in Joburg. Ooh, now I'm breaking. No, I worked a little bit in Joburg. I think it was like a 2-week type of a thing, and hanging out with Tswana speakers. South African who speaks Tswana, and I could understand without like having to refer to English, and I was like, ooh, yeah, I made it in life. Anyway, until like this is what when you're speaking slang in Tswana, you would say an issue as a nto, but that would be like a slang, how you say it in slang, but in Setswana you say ke sone second thing ke sone thing ke se bua gore ke sone second thing ke re ke yone kgang, or like yeah ke sone, or ke yone kgang ntse ke bua, like that's what he's saying, ke yone ntho ntse ke bua, ke yone kgang ntse ke bua. Yeah, it's difficult actually translating this. I thought it was going to be easy. I thought this video was going to be just 2 minutes. Anyway, let's continue. Let's make it quick.
We have gone through as SADC liberation. South Africa is next. Says jalo ko Zimbabwe.
Se etsagetse jalo. Oh yeah, I wasn't going to stop it. Se etsagetse jalo se etsagetse. We say this in Tswana, but in a different context, I think. We, instead of saying se etsagetse, we say se diragetse. This kind of like the similarities, or the difference. If you're not paying attention, you might not like get it. But anyway, if you're learning Tswana from South Africa, don't worry. When you get to Botswana, I always say this, like, don't worry when you get to Botswana, people will understand you, even though you are using kind of different words from how Botswana from Botswana.
For Zambia, it has happened even here. Because of, as a new generation of leaders, democracy for future.
Yeah, maybe your last word to Botswana and to Dumabo.
Okay, there's a thing that I want to take it back.
Democracy for future.
Yeah, maybe your last word to Botswana and to Dumabo as they take the leadership of this country. Your last words to President Boko and Botswana as they move on into the new dispensation.
May God because of Zimbabwe, Zambia, it has happened even here. Because of as a new generation of leaders, democracy for future.
Yeah, maybe.
He said something here. He said. I know it's like I'm nitpicking, but he said like they should take democracy and make it, move it forward, or like just kind of like change it and like make it develop it. Okay. Instead of saying Ise in Setswana from Botswana, you say Ise. Ba Ise ko pele. So about democracy by Ise ko pele. How do you say democracy in Setswana? Anyway, I think this is where the whole thing ends, and this video got too long. Let's see if there's anything left there.
Your last word to Botswana and to Duma Boko.
I don't think.
And I let Botswana prosper because it's important for the region. I'm saying all the minerals, let's take all the agriculture, let's take all the tourism, so that everybody in Botswana can taste the benefits of freedom and prosperity. Thank
you so much, thank you so much, Musmaiman.
He said, okay, he said something. One last thing. Let's use caps there. Laka later. Wow, now that I say this, what does it mean? I said we can understand, but I think he's saying Kami Tumelela. I think that's how you say it in Botswana, like I'm happy for him, or I'm rooting for him. Kami Tumelela. Because it was like a joyous. Why? I'm just using lower caps. Kami Tumelela. There we go. Now you know I'm typing slow. That's how you say it. Kami Tumelela, he was happy for Duma Boko to have won the elections, and it was inauguration, and it was just a beautiful day. I know you were expecting a political analysis on this one, but it's not political at all. Guess it's one. Okay. Until we meet again next time, goodbye.